ሰላም ውድ የአተም አካዳሚ ተከታታዮች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬ ስለ ጋስትሮክቶሚ የምናወራበት አሪፍ ቪዲዮ ይዘን መጥተናል። እንግዲህ ሜዲሲናል ኬሚስትሪ ቻፕተር 7 ስለ ጂአይቲ ዲስኦርደር ስንማር ስፔሻሊ ለሬጉላር ጄኔሪክ ተማሪዎች ሜዲሲናል ኬሚስትሪ 1 ቻፕተር 7 ጂአይቲ ዲስኦርደር ኦር ጋስትሮኢንተስቲናል ዲስኦርደር እንዲሁም ጋስትሮኢንተስቲናል ኤጀንት የሚለውን በደንብ ስናይ ከዛ ውስጥ ካነሳናቸው ፕሮብሌሞች ውስጥ እና ብዙዎቻችሁ ጥያቄ ካጫረባችሁ አንዱ ጋስትሮክቶሚ እንግዲህ ሰብቶታል ኦር ኮምፕሊት ሪሙቫል ኦፍ አወር ስቶማክ የምንለው ነው። ይሄ ደግሞ ለኤሳይክሎሃይድሪያ ነው ሊድ የሚያደርገው። እንግዲህ ኤሳይክሎሃይድሪያ ስንል ላክ ኦፍ ኤችሲኤል ፕሮዳክሽን ኢን አወር ቦዲ ማለት ነው። ሶ ኤችሲኤል ሰውነታችን ውስጥ ኦር ስቶማካችን ውስጥ ፕሮዲስ ይደረጋል ባይ ፔሪታል ሴልስ እንደ ጂ ሴልስ በምንላቸው ባይ ዩዚንግ ፕሮቶን ፓምፕ እንግዲህ ኤክስቼንጀር ሃይድሮክሎሪክ አሲድ ሰውነታችን ውስጥ ይመነጫል። ያ ሃይድሮክሎሪክ አሲድ ሆዳችን ውስጥ ወር ስቶማካችን ውስጥ በመንጨቱ ዱዋል ፐርፐስ ነው ያለው። አንድም ለዳይጀሽን ነው፣ ሌላውም ደግሞ ለማይክሮቢያልን ሪሙቭ ለማድረግ ማለት ነው። ስሩ ዘ ፉድ ስሩ ዘ ድሪንክ የሚገቡትን ፓቶጂን ሪሙቭ ለማድረግ ሃይድሮክሎሪክ አሲድ ይጠቅመናል ማለት ነው። ሶ ሃይድሮክሎሪክ አሲድ ለዳይጀሽን ኦር ለፓቶጂን ኢንገልፊንግ የሚጠቅመው ይሄ አሲድ ሲመነጭ ኦቨር ፕሮዳክሽን ከሆነም ፕሮብሌም ነው፣ አንደር ፕሮዳክሽን ከሆነም ፕሮብሌም ነው። ሶ አንደር ፕሮዳክሽን ወይም ደግሞ የኤችሲኤል መመረት ሂደቱ ወይም ደግሞ ይዘቱ ሲያንስ ኤሳይክሎሃይድሪያ የምንለው ፕሮብሌም ይመጣል ብለናል። ሶ ኤሳይክሎሃይድሪያ ከሚመጣበት ምክንያት አንዱ ደግሞ ሰብቶታል ኦር ቶታል ጋስትሮክቶሚ የምንለው ነው። ሶ ጋስትሮክቶሚ ማለት በኮምፕሊት ኦር ቶታል ሪሙቫል ሰብ ሊሆን ይችላል ኦር ቶታል ሪሙቫል ኦፍ አወር ስቶማክ ነው ማለት ነው። ሶ ታዲያ አሁን ስቶማክ ሪሙቭ ተደርጎ መኖር እንችላለን ወይ? አንድ ስቶማክ ሪሙቭ እንዲደረግ ኦር ለጋስትሮክቶሚ ምክንያት የሚሆኑትስ ምንድን ናቸው የሚለውን በደንብ እናያለን። ያ ብቻ ሳይሆን ጋስትሮክቶሚ ተሰርቶለት አንድ ሰው መኖር ይችላል ወይ የሚለውን የምትመልሱበት ቪዲዮ ነው ማለት ያስኩላችሁ። ስለዚህ በጣም እዛ ላይ ጂአይቲ ፕሮብሌምን ስናይ ጥያቄ ከሚያስነሳ አንዱ እንግዲህ ጋስትሮክቶሚ ነው። ለዛም ሰብሰብ አድርጌ ቪዲዮዎችን ቀጥታ ከፔሸንቶች ለምሳሌ ጋስትሮክቶሚ ከተሰራላቸው ፔሸንት እና በምን ምክንያት እንደተሰራላቸው ከዛ በኋላ ሰርቫይቭ አደረጉ ወይስ አላደረጉ መኖር ይቻላል አይቻልም የሚለውን በደንብ የምታዩበት ቪዲዮ ሰብሰብ አድርጌ ሰርቼላችኋለሁ። ይህንን ቪዲዮ እስከ መጨረሻው ከተከታተላችሁ ስለ ጋስትሮክቶሚ ምክንያቱ፣ ጥቅሙ እንዲሁም ደግሞ እንዴት በምን ምክንያት ሊሰራ ይችላል የሚለውን በደንብ የምታዩት ቪዲዮ ይሆናል። የፋርማሲ ተማሪዎች ሜዲሲናል ኬሚስትሪ የተማራችሁ በተለይ ጂአይቲ ዲስኦርደር እና ጂአይቲ ኤጀንት የሚለውን የተማራችሁ ተማሪዎች ይሄ ቪዲዮ ለእናንተ በጣም ጠቃሚ ስለሆነ ይህን ቪዲዮ እስከ መጨረሻው ተከታተሉ። መጨረሻ ላይ ጥያቄ ካለ በኮሜንት ሴክሽን አስቀምጡ። ቪዲዮውን ላይክ፣ ቻናሉን ሰብስክራይብ አድርጋችሁ ብትከታተሉ በተለይ የፋርማሲ ተማሪዎች በጣም ጠቃሚ የሆነ ቪዲዮዎችን ወደፊትም አሁንም ታገኛላችሁ። ስለዚህ ቪዲዮ በቀጥታ እስከ መጨረሻው እንድትከታተሉ ጋብዣችኋለሁ። ወደ ቪዲዮ።
Ever wondered how sleeve gastrectomy works and helps in weight loss? Let me explain. In this surgery, a large portion of your stomach is removed, leaving behind a smaller tube-shaped stomach. With less capacity, you eat smaller portions, feel full quickly, and lose weight over time. The procedure is performed laparoscopically. Tiny cuts are made on your abdomen and a camera is used to guide the process. The excess stomach is carefully removed and the remaining part is stapled to create the sleeve. Unlike some other procedures, sleeve gastrectomy is permanent. Once the stomach is reduced, it cannot be restored to its original size. It's a highly effective way to kickstart your weight loss journey and improve your health.
Ever wonder when weight loss surgery stops being a choice and starts becoming a life-saving decision? When your body sends warning signs, ignoring them isn't an option. Here are 5 warning signs why sleeve gastrectomy is performed. The first is having severe obesity with a BMI over 40, which puts your life at serious risk and increases the chances of life-threatening diseases. The second is when obesity leads to serious health problems like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, or sleep apnea. Conditions that silently damage your body and can become deadly. The third is when you've tried diets, exercise, and medications, but nothing works in the long run, and weight loss keeps failing despite your efforts. The fourth is when excess weight makes daily life difficult. If walking, breathing, or simple everyday tasks become a painful struggle, your body is asking for help. The fifth is when emotional and psychological health begins to suffer, and the weight is crushing your self-esteem, mental peace, and overall happiness. Sleeve gastrectomy isn't just about losing weight. It's about taking back your life before these warning signs become life-threatening. Did you know? Many people think losing weight is all about dieting and exercise, but there's a surgery that can help you control your appetite from the inside out. It's called sleeve gastrectomy. In simple terms, most of your stomach is removed, leaving just a small tube-shaped stomach. It's like swapping a big water bucket for a tiny cup. You eat less, feel full faster, and gradually lose weight. The procedure is minimally invasive. The surgeon makes a few tiny cuts in your abdomen and uses a camera to guide the process. The extra stomach is carefully removed, and the remaining part is stapled to form the sleeve. Think of it like cutting a big piece of dough into smaller portions. Precise, safe, and controlled. Unlike some other surgeries, sleeve gastrectomy is permanent. Once your stomach is smaller, it can't go back to its original size. It not only helps with weight loss, but can also improve blood sugar, blood pressure, and overall health, making your body feel lighter and healthier. Imagine feeling full after just a small bite.
A client is 18 hours post-op after a subtotal gastrectomy. The nurse notes sudden abdominal rigidity, tachycardia, hypotension, and severe pain unrelieved by opioids. Which complication should the nurse suspect? A. Dumping syndrome. B. Peritonitis. C. Paralytic ileus. D. Atelectasis.
Have you ever heard of a sleeve gastrectomy? It's one of the most common weight loss surgeries used today. During the procedure, about 3/4 of the stomach is removed. That section of the stomach stretches the most, can store the largest amount of food, and also produces a hormone called ghrelin, which is responsible for making you feel hungry. After it's removed, the stomach becomes much smaller and takes on the shape of a narrow banana. With this new size, people tend to feel full more quickly, eat smaller portions, and experience a noticeable reduction in appetite. The surgery is done through a few small incisions made in the abdomen. Using a laparoscope, a thin tube with a tiny camera, the surgeon carefully removes the excess portion of the stomach while monitoring everything on a screen. The entire procedure is performed under general anesthesia and usually takes about 1 to 2 hours. Most patients only need to stay in the hospital for 1 or 2 days before going home to recover. While the operation is permanent and cannot be reversed, it often leads to dramatic weight loss over time and can greatly improve serious health issues like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and sleep apnea, giving patients a better quality of life.
Hello, my name's Mick and I've got stomach cancer. And I've had my stomach removed, and today I'm going to explain gastrectomy, draw some pictures and show you what the process is to remove a stomach. So I'm going to start here. By the way, this is my trusty steed. All my chemicals which keep me alive. I'm going to draw the esophagus coming down here. That's from your mouth, so we assume your head's up here. We've not got another wind tube around there at all. And that's going to go into the top of your stomach, which is in sort of a J shape like this. You've got a sphincter here, sphincter here. I'm going to have to move him out of the way a little bit. From here, we've got another sphincter. We're going to go down. This is your duodenum. And we've got a couple of things going into the duodenum at this point. A couple of ports, so to speak, down to here. At the end of the duodenum, we go into the small intestines, which are all these loops, digestive tract, as you can see here. Let me just fill that in so you can sort of see what's happening here. We don't need to go all the way down to the actual large intestines. This is enough to explain everything. So on here, we've got two things connected. On here, we have, that's my representation of a pancreas. Lovely, isn't it? It's like a tree. It's not really, it's a whitish thing. And then connected to here, we've got a gallbladder, which is your receptacle for gall, which is sitting on your liver, which is an enormous organ. Sits behind all of this here. And it's connected by various little tracks to the gallbladder. Now, to remove this stomach is much more complicated than you immediately think. So I'm going to get a cloth. I myself, this is the case for me, I had a subtotal gastrectomy, which is not all of it, and that remained. So I only had a third left in there. So we're going to just get rid of all this, because this is actually. Before I do that, let me just show you. If my cancer is just here, so it's near the bottom. Cancers could be here, they could be here, they could be here. If your cancer is at the top, you've got no choice. They take all the stomach off. But if it's on the lower third, you can hope to save the top third. And that's exactly what they've done here, is they've chopped off all of that stomach, like so. Now, this is the problem. How do we connect this piece to this piece? And bearing in mind that this piece, which is your duodenum means the first 12 inches of your digestive system, is connected to the liver by the gallbladder and to the pancreas, and it's not movable. And so this is what they came up with. They decided to cut it off down here, seal it off here, so you just have like a duodenal stump, which isn't connected to anything at the top. So that just now forms a channel for the gall and the pancreatic fluid to come down. And then we're going to take this, you see this branch here? Now this is all movable, this is all the big wiggly bits inside you. So I'm going to take that bit, in fact probably quite a lot of it, and I'm going to pull it right up here. Okay? It's not the best drawing in the world. And I'm going to use it to form the bottom of my stomach. I'm going to stitch it on here. So just imagine, I'm just going to draw you, there's a tube. We've got a tube like this. And we cut down here. That will produce sort of a flat piece, which is open there. And then the tube carries on like this. So use the bottom of that. I don't know what that explains. We might need to cut this bit. Doesn't explain, but we use the part of that tube there to connect, staple it all together. I'm assuming they sew it, because that many staples would be a lot of metal inside you, together there to form the bottom. They then, let's take this, they're going to pull a bit more up like this. They're going to bring the small intestines up to here, connect that together there and there, and that forms a continual tube again. So now the stomach feeds straight into the ileum, which flows down here, and at a lower point, the duodenum, which is the start of the ileum, is connected here. So we've got stitches here, we've got stitches across here. So you've also got stitches here where you close that up. So in my case, I've had a lot of complications. It's turned out, I think I was sure, that my leakage is coming from this stump here. I'm hoping to start, I'm on liquids now, just water. Tea and coffee tomorrow, and maybe clear fluids the day after, I don't know for sure. But that's the process. Now, of course, if you have a total, let's just get rid of all this, get rid of the stomach completely. Right, so what we then do is just connect the esophagus to straight to the ileum of the small intestines. And we have this branch of the duodenum here is now supplying you with all basically from the pancreas you're getting amylase and other chemicals which start breaking down your food. You've got your gallbladder that produces gall, which actually helps break down the fats. And of course you also produce juices from your tract as well. But that's it, that's a total, as opposed to saving a bit, which I've saved, and hopefully I've saved the sphincter above, so I might not get so many gastric fluids coming back by having a subtotal. Thank you.
Hey guys, so tons of questions about my life without a stomach I'm coming here to answer. So this could be multiple parts. I'll put part whatever if this ends up being longer, but I wanted to come on and answer some of the questions that are like frequently asked from that last video, a couple videos that I've posted. So I'm Summer. I carry a rare genetic mutation called CDH1 that causes a very aggressive form of stomach cancer. So this type of cancer is a cellular diffuse type of cancer, so it's very hard to detect. It is not something that we can reliably just get tested for every year. At this point, they are working on, actually I'm wearing my shirt. They are working on better surveillance options for people who carry the CDH1 genetic mutation, and they want to just kind of wait and see and go for like yearly or a couple endoscopies each year to watch for the cancer starting. They are working on some other stuff, which is very hopeful for those of us who have children who may face having this same mutation. So I chose to have my stomach removed preventatively to prevent this stomach cancer from having the chance to start. So I knew going into this surgery that my life would never be normal again. And I was a healthy 28-year-old mom of 2 at that time. And I just knew that I couldn't keep waiting for this ticking time bomb to go off, and decided to remove my stomach preventatively. So that has drastically changed my life. I have to eat smaller meals more frequently. I pack a little cooler bag everywhere I go that has snacks and stuff in it, just because I need to eat so often. I have to chew my food entirely before I can swallow it. I have to eat and drink separately. So I can take like small sips to kind of cleanse my palate when I'm eating a meal, but anything more than like a very small sip hurts. The water pushes the food down too quickly through my tube, I refer to it as. So I had the Roux-en-Y procedure done, which is where they cut out the entire stomach and just kind of reconnect the esophagus to my small intestine, which I lose my holding tank, which is why I have to do the smaller meals more frequently. And the stomach also is what breaks down our food to get ready for the digestion. So I have to make sure I chew my food entirely before I swallow it. So if I swallow a big chunk of food, my esophagus doesn't feel like it works as well anymore. And small portions. I have a lot of food intolerances, and it looks like I'm going to have to make this multiple parts. So I will be back.